Hey, so this is all about strong muscle and bones. Grab your mat, a blanket, maybe an eye bag, and a glass of water, and let's go. So, coming on down to the mat, let your knees be as wide as the mat, toes come to touch, hands make a pillow, place them in front of you, and then rest your forehead on your hands. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side, and let everything relax on down. Make a connection to the breath, breathing slowly in and slowly out. And then have a look inside and see how you feel before we start the practice. And start to deepen the breath by inhaling for 3 to 5 seconds, exhaling for 3 to 5 seconds. Trying to make the length of the inhale the same length as the exhale. And slowly coming on up, hands come in front, knees come closer together, so knees are in the same line as the hips. Hands are in front. Inhale, leaning a bit forward. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, rolling everything forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, roll. Exhale back. Inhale, roll. And exhale back. One more time. Roll. And come on back. Curl your toes. Slowly sitting on back on your toes. May stretch a bit. Hands in front. Bring your hands together. And roll your wrists around in one direction. And then roll them in the other direction, getting them nice and warm. And then flick your hands like you're trying to spray water at somebody. Flick, 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 flick. And keep on going. This is making your forearms strengthened and activating your wrists and fingers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And shake it out. Uncurl your toes. Give them a little tap. That makes a little bit of an awa sometimes. And then coming on to hands and knees. So if this feels uncomfortable being flat on your wrist, you can make a fist and come up onto fists, or you can grab your blanket and place the heel of your hands on the blanket so that it's not a 90-degree angle, it's a little bit less, and that gives some pressure relief. Spread your fingers out wide, or you can keep your hands in the fist wherever you are. Draw your belly in, so belly is moving in the direction of the spine. Then check shoulders are over the wrists, hips over the knees. Neck is in the same line as the spine, so not holding up and not dropping down. Nice long spine. Inhale. Exhale, push up and away from the mat. And inhale, dropping into your shoulder sockets. This may sound weird. So exhale, pushing away from the floor. Inhale, dropping in. Exhale, push up and away. Inhale, dropping in. So we're working on the tiny muscles in the shoulders that help keep them together because they're not like the hip socket. So exhale, pushing away. Inhale, dropping in. And now keep going, remembering your nice yogi breath, pushing up and away as you exhale, dropping on down in as you inhale. Go nice and slow, conscious that the shoulder is quite sensitive and different than other connections in our body. And we want to strengthen those little muscles all around so that we can give the big muscles a break. And when you're ready, come to stillness. Stay here for a moment. If you need a break, come sit back on your heels, do some spins with your wrists. Some of us working on computers, it could be a lot for the wrists. Okay, coming back to tabletop, drawing belly in, inhale, exhale, round the back like a cat, drawing the belly in, and then slowly inhale, belly drops and heart lifts. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift the heart. And then come to a neutral spine, somewhere in the middle. And then gently look behind you on the right side. So really looking as far as you can using your head and neck. And you're trying to see your feet. Slowly come back to center and go the other way. And just notice where that pulls. Come back to center. Go to the right side. And back to center. Go to the left. And then coming to center, step your right foot forward. And if that knee is not feeling happy, you can double fold the mat. So I do that and place the knee back down, stepping the right foot forward. Coming on up, if you feel a little bit wobbly, your right foot can go more to the right. So as the feet widen, there's a bit more stability. So find your foot position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out to the side, shoulder level. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the right. And that hand in the front can come grab the leg. Inhale, reach further back, thinking about twisting your ribs more to the right. Breathing. One more breath. And slowly bring the arm back, coming to center. And let your hands drop down to the inside of the foot. Once you're here, just gently move around. See what's happening in your hips. So hips go side to side. That foot goes on the inside of the foot and the outside of the foot. And then come to stillness. Let the right knee come next to left. Then we switch sides. So left foot comes forward. Coming on up, finding your spot. Maybe the foot needs to walk more left to find the balance. Check knee is okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the side, shoulder level. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to the left. And that front arm can catch the leg. Inhale, twist to the left, thinking about turning your ribs more left. It's not about the arm yanking backwards. It's more about the ribs going. And then breathe. Let your jaw soften, shoulders soften. Inhaling 3 to 5 and exhaling 3 to 5. And then slowly bringing it all center. Hands come to the ground. And then notice how that feels on the hip socket. So shifting hips side to side, moving a bit forward and back. Just notice what's happening in those hips. Foot rolls on the inside of the foot and the outside of the foot. And then bring left knee next to right. And sit back on your heels. Make a pillow with your hands. And just take a break. And coming up onto hands and knees again. Into tabletop. So shoulder over wrists, hips over the knees. Taking a breath, strong arms. And so every pose that we do where the bone is stacked on top of bone, that is strengthening. And so we will continue going a bit higher and higher. And so right now we will put a little bit more weight onto these bones in the hands, shoulders, arms, and also the legs. So finding your center, maybe giving yourself a little bit of wiggle, and then noticing where your center is. Slowly reaching right arm out in front of you, and then gently reaching left leg behind. I need to scoot a little bit. There we go. Really lifting the arm as high as you can, and the leg as high as you can. Try not to let your belly dip down. Keep your spine nice and long. And slowly move your arm out to the side, leg to the side. Bringing it back in. Crossing over. And slowly moving out to the sides again. So this is putting weight on the hand and the knee and bringing the hands back to cross. And then coming to center, finding normal tabletop again, giving your wrists a break if you need them. And coming into tabletop again, we do the other side. So giving a wiggle, finding your center. And left arm goes out straight, right leg goes out straight. Don't let your belly dip, nice strong spine. Belly button is headed towards the spine. And then slowly arm, leg goes out to the side and bring it back in. Cross and slowly moving out to the side again and coming back and out to the side and coming back to normal tabletop. Give your wrists a break. And then tabletop again. So this one is similar, but now we're going to activate our core a bit more. So check your spine. So see if you're letting belly drop or rounding, and find somewhere in the middle where the belly is activated. Stretching right arm out, left leg goes out straight. Check spine is long and strong. Inhale, exhale, curling it in, bringing arm and knee closer together. And then inhale, lengthen, reaching, stretching, reach to the sky. Exhale, curl. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, curl. And inhale, stretch and reach. And one more time. Exhale, curl. And reach out. And then find your tabletop. Give your wrists a break. And coming into tabletop again, we do the other side. Finding your center. Reaching left arm out, stretch, right leg stretches out. Inhale as high as you can. Exhale, curling on in. Inhale, stretch, nice and high. Exhale, rounds, bringing them together. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, curl and draw your belly in. Push away from the floor. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, curl. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. And then come into child's pose. Knees go wide. Make a pillow with your hands. And take a pause. With eyes closed, just notice how that felt. No right or wrong. One more breath. And slowly coming up onto hands and knees. Now unfold the mat. And hands come in front of you. Feet curl a tiny bit in the back. Inhale. Exhale. Push up and back into downward facing dog. So this is the first dog. Could feel quite stiff. So there does not have to be in the there shouldn't be, or there doesn't have to be straight legs. A lot of people put straight legs and try to get the heels to the ground. That's not for everybody. So focus on spreading your fingers nice and wide and pushing away from the floor. With a gentle bend in the knees, you can bring your chest closer to your thighs. And that makes your spine nice and long. Push away from the floor. It activates the shoulders. And then let your head just drop for a minute. Say yes. And then no. Getting some space in the neck. And then look forward between your hands and slowly walk your feet to your hands. Hanging low down. Just let your arms hang. There's a bend in the knees. Head just hangs there. No activation. And pressing into the feet, slowly, slowly rolling up bone by bone. Taking your time so that you don't get dizzy. Finding your way to a long spine. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, arms by your side, mountain pose. Feeling the connection to the floor. Inhale, arms go up in the front, so you have like thumbs up arms. As you exhale, sit down into chair. So I'm going to show you something. In chair, the knees are not coming together. The knees, the ankles, and the hip are all in the same line. So you're squatting on down. The more you squat, the more work it is. So you choose what intensity you want today. And then check your back. Are you here, or can you lift your heart like a tiny back bend in your back? So from here, again, we're working bone on top of bone on top of bone. You're going to squat down, come up, squat, up, squat, up, squat, up. Couple more times, up. And coming up, straight legs, exhale, let your arms rest by your side. Take a few breaths. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Otherwise, allow your eyes to blink. Okay, now we move on to the arms. So inhale, arms up, exhale, squatting into your chair, checking knees, pointing over the toes. Inhale, exhale, arms go down. And now the backs of the hands face behind me. So going as far as they go. Inhale, exhale, bringing them down to point to the floor. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your squat. Move your arms in front like a V. Thumbs are facing up. Inhale. And then exhale. They come down towards the knees. Inhale. Thumbs are going up and out to the side like a V. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Going up. Exhale down. Going up. Exhale down. One more time. Up and down. And then coming up, straightening legs. Shake it out. Move around in any way that feels good. And we have one more for the arms. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Knees headed over the toes. Now turn your palms facing down so the backs of the hands are facing the sky. Inhale. Exhale, arms, fingers point down to the floor. Inhale, they're going up as high as they can without hurting. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reaching up as high as you can. Exhale, and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, nice long legs. Let your arms come down. Shimmy hips. Move in any way that feels good to you. Sometimes things happen in the lower back when we aren't watching. And then come to turn to the side of your mat. Legs are out wide. And you have like duck feet. So your feet are facing out. And then bend your knees a bit. Kind of seeing where that squat feels good. Again, we're activating our legs, bone on top of bone. Go side to side a bit, seeing what happens with balance, but also the ankles. And then finding stillness in the middle, squatting down as far as feels good. So the more wide you are and the more you squat, the more intense this exercise is. So you choose your level of intensity. So finding your center. Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, they come to the side like cactus arms. Fingers spread wide. Shoulders relax. Inhale and exhale. And now we make some movement with this. So inhale, squatting down, gathering up. Going up to the top, legs go straight, and exhale to the side. Inhale, gathering energy, pulling in, reaching up, and exhale. Inhale, gather, push up, exhale. Inhale, gather, push up and make the ugliest face you can. And then shake it out. Walk around a bit. I want you to pace, walking, shaking, letting go of any cortisol, any stressy stuff inside. And finding that wide stance again. This time the feet are going to turn in. So this was duck feet. Now we're looking for pigeon feet. So the ankles are going out and the toes are going in. So we're headed for a forward fold. Your feet don't have to be as wide, but you can decide what feels good. So I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Hands on the hips. Inhale, long spine. And when I say long spine, think about all of your bones stacking one on top of the other. And so the neck isn't here with chin back or going forward. It's a little bit forward so that this can be nice and long. Inhale, exhale, hinging at the hips. Bring your upper part of your body parallel to the floor. Once you're there, stay a moment, letting your legs, muscles, back reorganize. Inhale and exhale, fold all the way down as far as you can go. Letting your head, neck, shoulders soften. And now the hands. Your hands can be on the thighs, on the shins, or maybe they reach the floor. At this point, you can decide maybe you want your feet to be a bit wider. Inhale, lifting your body a tiny bit. And exhale, really just let it fold forward. We're opening up the back of the legs, giving the spine a break. So gravity's not there at the moment. And let your head just drop to the floor. You don't have to hold it. A lot of times we try to hold it up and keep breathing. Inhaling for 3 to 5 and exhaling for 3 to 5. And if anything hurts, I definitely would back it on up. We don't want any pain in this yoga sequence. There should be a bit of lengthening feeling, maybe a bit of stretching, but if you have pain in the knee area or ankles or lower back, shoulders, really back it up and we find a different way to do it. Nice soft breaths. Also, by being in a forward fold, this is calming to the body. It's a protective pose because actually we're protecting all of our organs in this curled position. So heart, belly, our organs, liver, everything is protected. And then bringing attention to your hands. If you can bring your right hand to the ground, you can be on your fingertips or on your fists, or you don't have to do this at all. And picking up the left hand, slowly turning to the left and reaching left arm up to the sky. So it's a twist and the forward fold. And twists are great because normally we're either moving forward or going backwards, but twisting is not something we do naturally, but so important to move the fascia, the muscles, the joints in this direction. Inhale, twisting a bit more. Exhale, left hand comes back down to the ground, finding your center. And now this time, left hand comes to the floor, so I'm on my fingertips. Right hand lifts. Inhale, pushing away from the ground, and right arm reaches up, twisting the ribs more to the right. If you need to adjust anything, you adjust. Reach. Keep breathing. As you twist, think about really getting into those ribs, loosening up so you have more space to breathe. Inhale, twist a bit more. Exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. So we're going to head up, but we do it slowly. So notice where your legs and feet are. Make a little bend in the knees, bringing your hands to your thighs. Take a moment to organize, and then slowly, slowly, slowly rolling on up to standing, taking care of not becoming dizzy. And once you're up, bring your legs closer together, shake them out, and then walk around a bit, pacing, shaking, and we come back down onto the floor. So we'll do a bit more for our arms. So coming into a tabletop at first, bring your knees closer together. Toes are touching. Hands step one hand away from you. And pick my feet up off the ground if that feels terrible for your knees. So mine is slightly not happy. Double fold the mat so you have more cushion there. And then slowly move into what looks like a plank pose. So shoulders are over wrists. My hands are a bit wider than my shoulders because that's what feels good. Fingers spread wide. Draw your belly in. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows a tiny bit. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, bend them a tiny bit. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. And one more time. Exhale. And then come up. Sitting back on your heels, letting your arms reach out in front of you, stretching them out. Bow your head forward. And then coming on up again. Scoot so you can sit on your bum. Do one more core before we stretch and come on down. So sitting on your bum, try to balance on your bum. So you pick your feet up off the ground, finding balance, and let your shins be parallel to the floor. So they're straight and parallel to the floor. Legs are holding together. Once you find that balance, lift your heart, and then one hand reaches away and the other hand reaches away. And then hold. Breathing slowly in and slowly out. And if you're shaking, that's totally normal. That's all the muscles trying to figure out which one is responsible. Sometimes the hip muscles are getting some action there. One more breath. And then let them relax. Move yourself around. And then we do that one more time. And this is optional if you feel you want to play today. So parallel shins, one arm goes, the other arm goes, and then slowly stretching out, going down and then coming up. We do it 3 times, going out and down and up. One more time. and up. And then give yourself a hug. And shake it out. So feet are now as wide as the mat, hands come behind. And windshield wiper knees left and right. Really rolling on your bum, rolling on your hips, giving yourself a nice massage there. And at the same time, releasing the lower back. This is great to do before bed, especially if you have some issues in the back. And this rolling on the feet is also really grounding, really grounding. And then placing feet flat on the floor, slowly lowering down onto the back. Let your head be comfortable. Sometimes it doesn't feel good, so bring your chin closer to the chest so the neck lengthens. Then arms come alongside the body, palms facing down. Inhale. Exhale, let your knees fall to the left. And you can go as far as feels good. Sometimes the legs touch the ground, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the hip comes up, sometimes they don't. You decide. Breathe here. Slowly bringing knees to center. Inhale, exhale, let them drop in the other direction. Again, the knees don't have to come to the ground. Sometimes it feels good when they do, but you find what is your range of motion today. Every day it's a bit different. And keep breathing, letting the rest of your body melt into the floor. And slowly bringing knees back up to center. Bringing knees closer to the chest. Giving yourself a nice squeeze. And then we're moving for happy baby. So you can either hold around your thighs and pull your knees close and out to the side, or you can reach your hands through your legs and grab the outside of the ankles or the feet. And what you're doing is pulling knees closer to the body and then out to the sides. And you've seen babies do this maybe. And then you do what makes your baby happy. You can rock your baby side to side, which gives a nice massage to the lower back. Or you can stretch out one leg and the other, looking at your feet like tiny babies do. Or you can be completely still and just enjoy the opening of the legs. A couple more breaths. And then gently releasing the feet down to the floor. Organizing your back a little bit. Picking everything up in the air. So feet, legs, knees, hands are in the air. And then we shake like a dead bug. Shake, 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 shake as hard as you can. Don't hold your breath. Inhale and exhale. Let everything flop down to the floor. And at this moment, if you need a blanket on top of your chest or your neck, or if you want to have an eye bag going across your eyes for the final relaxation, normal and natural breath, and just let everything integrate. So you can stay here for as long as you want. In typical yoga practices, we do 5 minutes, but I'll leave that up to you and end the recording. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy your rest.